Today we're going to take a look at the Projects module, and next week will be the Info Anywhere module. To get to the Projects module, just highlight Projects in the quickest menu. You can get to it by several other menus, but this is the easiest. Press the Enter key, opens Projects. Now, projects can really be anything, and they can run for any length of time that you specify. You can have a benefits module, keep track of the benefits hours, bridge cost modules. Basically, you can use any format or any naming convention, but if you use any name you want and then put a dash in the fiscal year, like 2010 or 10 or 11 or whatever, you can break out individual modules so that you can analyze by fiscal year the spending. Now, some projects will, of course, run across fiscal years, and that's known. Now, you can do a budget for this particular project, as well as you have a regular running budget for your general ledger operations. The amount of money the county's putting in, or city, the state, federal, or any other type monies, and you have a total budget available. You also don't need to add a budget, but it lets you keep track of the project as it goes through the fiscal year. And then once you set up a budget for a project, you can allocate the number of hours and the labor costs, as well as the dollar of material costs, the equipment hours and the equipment dollars, and that'll give you your total budget that you've estimated. Also, on the specifications table or screen, there are a lot of other attributes that you may or may not use depending on the type of project you're describing. Memos will let you keep track of progress on the project, any existing surface types or structures if you're replacing surface structures, any reason for any revision throughout the life of the project, and any location description type info or other construction features you want to keep track of. In many projects, these will probably not be used, but if the project does pertain to any of these areas, you have a memo area to keep track of it. The Detailed Cost Analysis tab then pulls up all of the costs that have been charged to that particular project, and you also can export these costs by doing a query and then sending it on out to the send, or you can print it direct from the browse window. To analyze those costs, just press the green check mark. Then this basically shows the actual costs that have been racked up at this point in time. Total of $23,900 has been spent of the $40,000 budgeted by these attributed areas. The labor cost and material costs and equipment, so you can see an actual spending to the budget for the project throughout the fiscal year. Also, you can see the percent of variance from spending. We've got a blowout here on equipment costs, so it could be you need to do some analysis of that to see if something was posted incorrectly, or it could be you need to go back and revise the budget. You also can do a graphic of it. We'll do a bar graph. It'll show you your actual costs in blue to the project budget, and you can also print that or send it on out to a Word document or whatever is more descriptive. So that basically, you can also put a picture of the project in here, or multiple pictures. We don't have any for this project. That pretty much covers the project module. If you have any questions, give us a call or email. And also next week, the July 27th, we'll be covering the Info Anywhere module, which is up here. It basically is a browser, built-in browser that lets you see anything on your disk that's Windows aware.